Wait, Nehemiah, what pair are we on? What did it say?
78. 70. Wait, Jessica, you need that?
In the U16 girls division, you're going to start on lanes 3 and 4. In the first match will be the number 4 seed Kennedy Spears versus the number 3 seed Michael Butler.
Can you not pick
the
something
winner
so
of
bad
that
next time?
will face the number 2 seed Jessica Pivot.
Okay, great. Thanks.
And then the winner of that match will go on to see the number 1 seed Grace Zika. So, U16 girls, you're going to be on lanes 3 and 4 for the first 2 rounds. And then the finals will be on 11 and 12. In the U16 boys division, this is going to be an eliminator final. You're going to be on lanes 13 and 14. In the first round will be the number 8 seed Patrick Berlin versus
Channel 2 is mine?
the number 7 seed Benjamin Dolly versus the number 6 seed Blake Ampman versus the number 5 seed Aiden Fincher. You're going to pull 1 game, and the top 2 scorers will advance to the next round. And round 2, 2 bowlers that earned a bye will be the number 4 seed Lucas Harada and number 3 seed Rush Kohut. Will bowl the top 2 scorers from the first round. And there'll be 4 bowlers. The top 2 scorers will advance to the next round, round 3, where the number 2 seed JT Grothis and the number 1 seed Ryan Richter will be. And those 4 bowlers will bowl 1 game. The top 2 will advance to the finals. 13 and 14 for the U16 boys. In the U18 girls division, we're going right to the finals. On lanes 9 and 10 will be the number 2 seed Alyssa Salmon versus the number 1 seed Sarah Doty.
And welcome back, all of our EYT family, friends, and fans. This is Riley Smith, and we are back live at Lucky Strike in Romeoville, Illinois. And this edition of the February 2026, the Midwest Dock Solutions Open here at the Elite Youth Tour. This is the Bullstream TV Elite Stream. I'm Riley Smith here with Donovan Lake for a few minutes. And before we get into some interesting insight from Donovan and talk about the format, we want to say thank you to Midwest Dock Solutions for supporting us in this event. Without your support and the other support of Storm Products, Dexter Bowling, H5G Brands, Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, Bullstream TV, Fast Track Physio, Bull Dry Enterprises, and Gail Voschel, this would not be possible. Thank you, everyone. As you tune in, please click the share button and let all of your other family and friends know that we've got some intense bowling coming up where we will crown new champions for this February event in just a little bit. Eliminator finals right around the corner. Also give me a comment. Let me know, first off, that the audio is working well, and if you have anyone that you're cheering for, we can keep an eye out and let you know how they're doing. So we are sorting out all of the match play and the lanes as well as divisions. So as that goes on, I will turn in Donovan Lake. How you doing today, Donovan?
Doing fine. How are you?
Pretty good. A little bit quiet there. I got you adjusted.
Okay.
All right. Donovan, crazy pattern today.
Indeed,
do you want to start there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking a little bit about the oil pattern characteristics at this center. We see a lot of open play in this building, not a lot of tournament bowlers. So the oil pattern is going to play a lot tighter than I think all of us expected. So in that respect, there's a lot of things that we have to take into consideration. The fact that the moves are probably going to be pretty subtle. and just trying to keep the angle straight and in front of you is going to be premium, as well as being able to get to the pocket the right way and just make your spares.
Absolutely. And a little bit unexpected, I would say, for how
Definitely.
tough the pattern did play. Has probably a nod to the limited league play and open bowling. Can you maybe expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, so with
A little closer. There you go.
Yeah, so with the open play in this building, there's a lot of the house balls that this place has. They're all slow absorbing. So what happens when you have people throwing the ball usually straight, because not a lot of open play bowlers really know how to hook the ball. So when you have a lot of people throwing these house balls and things that absorb oil very slow, they push oil down the lane. And then what happens is when the machine goes down the lane to oil again, it doesn't get all of it off. And when you have that repeated process keep on happening day after day after day, the center tends to play kind of a little bit uphill over time, where you have a lot of friction in the front of the lane, and then down lane tends to be a little bit tighter.
Well said. Well said. What would you recommend for this center if they have tournaments here in the future? Is there a way that they can combat that carry down? I don't know if there's like a better cleaner. I don't know. Do you have any recommendations for that?
Well, I mean, there's not a whole lot that you're really able to do when it just gets to be that way. A lot of it just comes down to what the center, how they maintenance, what they do to clean the lanes, how often do they clean them.
Mm-hmm.
So it oftentimes varies center to center, but in a place like this, where what we're seeing happening on the lanes, you really need to make sure that you know what you need to do to get your ball through the fronts and be able to make it and conquer all that oil that's down the lane to maintain the right energy.
Yeah, big challenge. So as we prepare for Eliminator finals, it's going to be a key item, spare shooting.
Absolutely.
We're gonna have to keep an eye out on that.
And we've seen it all day too. A lot of differences between, for example, people shooting 150 to 160 to the people shooting 180, 190 is oftentimes 2, maybe even 1 spare game. And there's always, I can say myself, I left pins out there today shooting spares. Fortunately, I've still got some more bowling to go. But I did leave some pins out there with my spares, and I know I could have done better with that. But in terms, it just comes back to being able to manage when the lanes are hard like this, when they're low scoring. Just managing the pocket, managing your spares is going to be premium.
I definitely agree with you, Donovan. Riley Smith here with Donovan Lake. As we ramp up here, we are starting practice before the Eliminator finals, and we'll break down the format in just a moment as each bowler gets a couple of shots on each lane. Yeah, it's going to be spare shooting.
Are they the U23? Did you hear what lane they were on? Oh, looks like they're down there on 17, 18. 17, 18. Yep.
Spares could be the difference as we are currently in practice. To your point, Donovan, a 180 or a 190 game is actually going to be a well-bowled game on the pattern that we're on.
Absolutely.
A little bit different to what we've seen in the past with some higher scoring, maybe in the 230s or so. But now I think if we see some solid 180s, 190s, maybe we'll see a game that tips over 200. But that could be good enough to win a couple of matches and potentially get a title for some of these bowlers today.
Absolutely. And honestly, a lot of times when I was looking back doing some my qualifying block earlier today, I was kind of just trying to tell myself to be able to make the right hand tweaks to get the ball to read the pattern at the correct time, because of how weird they got. And I actually allowed me to stay right and use a little bit of a softer hand to get my ball through the lane and be able to finish down lane with the correct amount of energy.
Well said. A lot of good insight tips here from Donovan Lake. This is the Elite Youth Tour and coming to you live. So Midwest Dock Solutions Open. We're just moments away from starting match play, and we'll get through the format as well. We've got Ruth Waters tuning in, cheering for Noah Waters. Leanne Howell cheering for Alyssa. And also Rush. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll keep an eye on those bowlers as we get started. In the U23 division, Donovan Lake is, let me grab the qualifying, make sure I get this correct. So Donovan Lake, you finished in second place for qualifying. We took the top 4 in U23, so you get a first round bye.
Yes, and I think that's important, especially because when we go into, when I go into my match, it's a bowl that when it comes down to a one-game match, as I always say, anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the times in those moments when I'm bowling just 10 frames, I always have to think about it as one frame at a time. I can't focus on the frame ahead or behind me. I just have to, and especially on this, keep the pocket in play and be able to leave something makeable out there to be able to force my opponent to put some strikes together.
Yeah,
because if I'm making spares, at the end of the day, it's going to force my opponent to strike a little bit. And on this, it's not the easiest thing to do. So
that's a good strategy. I like it. So Donovan will bowl the winner of number 3 seed Joshua Newcomb and the number 4 seed Ethan Cho. The winner of Donovan versus one of those bowlers will go on to the number 1 seed match versus Nathan Noskel Sakai. So Donovan, if you were to take home this victory today, it would be 2 matches for you.
Yep.
And if this were to happen for you, what EYT number title would that be?
I want to say this would be number 8.
That's what you're searching for. All right.
Yep.
Sitting on 7 titles, Donovan Lake looking to make it 8 today. And we got the awesome Nora Russell taking some photos of us in the booth. And we are firing away. So I'm going to take a moment here. We'll go through all of our cut lines and the matches to unfold in front of us. On 11 and 12, Landon Henderson versus Caden Regan. The winner of that match will bowl against number 1 seed Xavier Martinez. That is our U12 division. U14 boys. Number 4 seed Tristan Wilms is bowling against number 3 seed Eason Taylor. The winner of that bowls number 2 seed Alexander Eby. And the winner of that will face the number 1 seed Nehemiah Kiefer. U14 girls division is on, I think, 5 and 6. Yep. U14 girls division 5 and 6. Abigail Kowalski versus number 2 seed Leia Basevic. The winner, we will move over here to 9 and 10, will bowl Peyton Remenis. U16 boys division. It's a big one. We have 8 that made the cut line, and that is just to our right. So we've got 4 bowlers going on right now, and it is the number 8 seed Patrick Berlin, number 7 seed Benjamin Dahl, 6 seed Blake Amtman, and number 5 seed Aiden Fincher. Following that is our top 4. That's number 4, Lucas Harada, then Rush Kahoot, JT Grothus in second, and Ryan Richter leading the way in the U16 boys division. Next, U16 girls, number 3 seed Nicole Butler versus number 2 seed Jessica Pivas. The winner of that will bowl number 1 seed Grace Zika. Pardon me, we had a tie for 4th, and we had a 1 9th and 10th frame roll-off. That was between Abigail Lawson and Kennedy Spears. So correction, Kennedy Spears is bowling against Nicole Butler. Then they move on Jessica Pivas and Grace Zika. U18 division, again the top 8 in reverse order from 8 to number 1. It is Tyler Paulus, Matthew Roman, Isaiah Reyes, Noah Waters, Louis Lalino, Dylan Balloon, Zach Grothus, and Anthony Swanson leading the way. U18 girls division, in front of us on 9 and 10. This is the finals. So 9 and 10, the winner of this match, deadlocked after one frame, will be our U18 Girls Division champion, and that is Alyssa Solomon versus Sarah Dowdy. And as I mentioned, U23, Ethan Cho versus Joshua Newcomb, bowls against Donovan Lake for the 2 seed, and then finally Nathan Nosko Sakai. There you have it, folks. We will keep an eye on some of the bowlers that you're cheering for. Let me know if there's anyone in particular, and we will keep you updated. So, one game match here in front of us, 9, 10, 11, and 12. What are you seeing out there, Donovan?
Well, especially for the 2 ladies on 9 and 10, looks like they figured out a way to get to the pocket well. And it's just going to be about, I think, honestly, for this match, tonight is going to be pretty good. And as long as both ladies can just keep it in the pocket and make their spares, I think it's going to be anybody's game here. Well
said. So deadlocked after one frame for both matches in front of us, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Caden Regan next up on lane 12.
Uh-oh.
Got that one wide and ends up in the gutter, but we've got a chance for a spare, and being on a open, the count does not get affected here. So
right,
a spare would still keep this match even.
It's a better shot. Didn't quite make it up there. And the difference, one of the key differences actually here with this, I don't want to call it new format, but we've got, after this championship match on 9 and 10 is completed, we're going to have other divisions that move to this pair. And it's a little bit different from previous events that we've had, in which the matches just stay on that one pair for the whole time. So it's going to be a little bit of a different experience for those bowlers, especially if you climb the ladder and you start on your pair and then you have to move pairs. It's going to be a little bit different, and it's going to be interesting to see how the bowlers are going to be able to manage.
Yeah, thanks for mentioning that. And our goal here is always to get as many bowlers as we can on the live stream pair, and with that, it comes some adjustments with our formatting and the pairs. So we're happy to bring another group in on 9 and 10 and give them some TV time. All square still on 9 and 10 as Sarah Dowdy steps up for the 3rd frame. And the first split of the match is the 3-10. A little heavy on the 3.
At about the probably 3rd or so frame of our match, I'm going to go start warming up. Yeah, so.
Yeah, the bowlers that are in that 1 or 2 seeds and some matches or some divisions, the 3 and 4 seeds, they get the first round bye. So those bowlers are on the high end, in 25 or 26, somewhere down there, getting some shadow balls, some practice as they prepare for their matches. So Donovan will jump over there in maybe 5 minutes or so, get loose. So after the open frame from Sarah, a difficult 5 count remains with Alyssa. And there is Logan coming at the 2-pin and covers it nicely. So that's 3 marks in a row, and great momentum now for Logan Henderson. And that is our U12 division. It was mixed today with both boys and girls. The winner of this one will bowl the January event winner, Xavier Martinez.
and even kind of glancing over on the some of the higher rev rate guys like the U16, U18, and some of the U23 guys. Even they, based on how the soil pattern is playing, you really gotta hope to get your ball started up soon, because you really don't want to try to play that the unpredictability that the down lanes have to offer right now.
Great shot. Benjamin Dahl on the left side comes away with a strike after his first open frame, and also after an open frame strike from Alyssa. Well done. That's a very good point you mentioned, Donovan. When the lanes get difficult, we were chatting about this just a few minutes ago, you need to find something controllable. And it could be multiple ways to be controllable. It could be the ball selection. It could be your rev rate, ball speed, where you play on the lane. But nonetheless, we need control.
Exactly right, yep. And as we see Easton Taylor on 7 and 8, he's got a little bit of a higher rev rate. He's able to... I believe he's throwing the Storm IQ Tour 78U, which is a urethane ball, which that was my ball of choice. Or not my, I threw urethane for most of qualifying today. Like I said, to just try to keep the pocket in play and keep makeables out there. And looks like Easton Taylor is doing a pretty good job of being able to control what he has.
Easton's got to get this left lane down. He's opened twice on the left lane. Oh, that's a 4-9.
Goodness.
Wow. So he's opened twice in a row on the left lane, struck 3 times in a row on the right lane, and now he comes with a nasty 4-9. Oh, look at that spare. That was a little backup ball action and covers it nicely. Logan Henderson, 7-pin spares.
And Easton also has to finish on that left lane, so it will be interesting to see what adjustment he's going to make to be able to get some strikes on that lane and build some momentum.
We shall see. The second frame for U23 guys down there. I want your last comments here. This is my last question for you. I'll let you go.
Yeah.
Today was string pins.
Yeah.
Instead of free fall pins.
Definitely different for sure.
Yeah. So 2 questions. Have you bowled on string pins before, and what's your observations?
I have bowled on string pins once before over at the B3 Training Center in Phoenix.
Yep.
But that was many years ago. But as far as strings usually go, you generally want to try to keep that flush to high flush hit.
Yep.
Because a lot of the times, light mixers, as we're seeing some on these matches, can sometimes leave you with splits, especially if you're on the lower rev rate, lower ball speed side. So being able to keep that kind of flush to high flush zone of the head pin in play is going to be key to getting strikes. But as you know, we were talking about earlier with the oil pattern, it's not necessarily about striking. It's just about being able to leave something that you're able to cover, no matter if it's in the pocket or out of the pocket. You just have to leave something makeable out there and be able to fill your frame.
Well said. I agree with you totally on that. Well, good luck, Donovan. I know you want to get down and throw some shadow balls, so
yep.
Go get lined up, and
Alrighty.
Good luck.
Thank you, Riley. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Thanks, sir.
Yep. That was Donovan Lake, everybody. This is Riley Smith, and we are live again. Midwest Dock Solutions Open 9 and 10. Sarah Dowdy versus Alyssa Salmon, and this is the finals on 9 and 10. So the winner will be EYT champion, and through 5 frames, we are deadlocked 71 apiece. 11 and 12. Landon Henderson versus Caden. Oh, Caden comes a little high. And this is still a close match as well. Landon with a slight lead right now. A nice opening couple of frames for Henderson. 9 spare strike, and then 2 more 9 spares. Looking to bounce back. Landon in his 7th frame. And today we do the PBA style match play format. So it's 1 versus 1 for these bowlers. So Henderson, nice shot on 12 and high flush, gets the strike. He will bowl 2 frames in a row. Our opening bowler will start on the left lane for just the first frame. And then after that, every bowler will complete 2 frames consecutively. That's been around forever. It's a type of courtesy that we do in match play. All right, here's Henderson looking to continue this. Awesome strike. 8th frame. That looks pretty good if it gets up there. Oh, it hung out and leaves a washout. Oh, Sarah with a no-doubter, and that was a huge frame, 6th frame for her. Her opponent going 9 open. Big strike to grab that momentum. Very important to grab momentum in match play. Good try from Landon Henderson. But with that strike, his lead has grown. And we'll see if Caden can step up here in the 8th frame, bring this match a little bit tighter. Crossing over, 10 pin, leans over and falls. Double look from Caden just to make sure his eyes weren't deceiving him. Big strike in the 8th and a chance here to really tighten this match up. Spare or strike would be a momentum shift. Can Caden do it here in the 9th frame? Coming across the head pin again, leaves the 5 pin this time. Meanwhile, Dowdy goes 9 spare and takes the lead by 11. I see Caesar chiming in. Thanks for the support. I heard that you had a little mix-up. I was cracking up about it with one of my buddies, Joe Meyer, with a Ion Pro Solid. Everyone's got that ball, and it sounds like you ended up with his and he ended up with yours. I got a chuckle about that one. That was a couple weeks ago up in Racine, Wisconsin at Castle Lanes. Good times. Oh, great spare. Landon Henderson, a very big spare, I must tell you. So 112 in the 8th frame for Henderson, 108 in the 8th frame for Caden. They both have spares in the 9th frame, so if Henderson were to miss that, he would be trailing. But with that spare conversion, an awesome spare conversion, he has a 3-pin lead. All right, a little bit outside. 6 count. A spare will get him into the 140s potentially and force his opponent to stay clean as well. Meanwhile, Eason Taylor figures out the left lane and he's able to throw 3 strikes in a row, 7, 8, 9. Spares in the 10th. And with a strike, he can shut out his opponent. If Eason gets 9 or less, his opponent has a chance. Oh, excuse me, 140, 170. Pardon me. Eason keeps it on the lane, and Eason is moving on to the next round. So that is all he needed. His opponent can get to 170, and that would be Tristan Wilms. And the stage is set now for Caden. After Landon Henderson shoots 136, we know that Caden needs to make this spare. 134 if Caden misses. So he needs to make it in order to potentially win, and he does. A big spare. You can tell some nerves there from Caden. So now in this position, one pin. One pin, and then Caden will move on. Sarah continues her momentum with a strike. She's got lane 10 down. Caden keeps it on the lane, and that'll do it. 143 to Landon Henderson's 136. And Landon bowled a very good game. A narrow match, just a 7-pin difference. Landon gave a really good effort. Like I said, bowled a strong game. Just a few shots maybe that were a little far left. But awesome bowling from our U12 division. So next up, Xavier Martinez versus Caden Regan. And Landon Henderson qualifies in third place and finishes today in third place. So a big congratulations to Landon. Third place finish today. Very difficult pattern as well. Sarah Dowdy, 4-7 converted. And that's the name of the game right there, folks, and especially with this pattern. Sarah going 4 frames in a row with a strike or a spare. Spares are huge. Awesome. Thanks for the support, Larry and Roy and Stacy and everyone else. But Larry, Roy, and Stacy cheering for Landon Henderson. Great to see the support. And proud of the way he bowled. Absolutely. This was Landon's second time making the EYT finals match play. So he is just at the beginning, still very young in that U12 division. And I really look forward to seeing him develop as he gets older and continues to bowl. I can only imagine he will be a force to reckon with as he gets stronger and continues to bowl. Washout coming over across the head pin and perfectly done leads to a spare. Head pin took out the 10 pin. And still a comfortable lead for Sarah. The best that Alyssa can do with striking out in the 10th frame would be 156. So if Alyssa does strike out, she would force good count from Sarah. And it's a little wide right. 7 count. So with that, officially, Sarah Dowdy is today's champion. This was the final match for their division. U14 girls. No, U18, excuse me. U18 girls. Sarah Dowdy defeats Alyssa Salmon, and Sarah comes away victorious. Yet again, another EYT title. After Sarah had an awesome state tournament, basically perfect, you can say. Sarah started 298, ended up shooting an 800 series, and ultimately won the high school state championship for Illinois over in Rockford, Illinois. So congratulations, Sarah, on that and today's victory. Here's Sarah's victory lap. A couple of shots to complete her game. And after this, we will welcome in a new division. To be determined who it will be, as there are still a few frames left. We have Xavier Martinez getting his practice shots on 11 and 12. And Sarah Dowdy covers the spare nicely. That's the name of the game. As mentioned, as we talked with Donovan, making spares is very important. And that could be the difference between winning and losing, and we saw it here on 9 and 10. Final score, 167 for Sarah, 142 for Alyssa. U18 girls, Sarah Dowdy, today's champion. All right, so just a moment, we will fire up our final match in the U12 division. That will be on 11 and 12 between Xavier Martinez and Caden Regan. Momentarily, we will have our winners of the first round in other divisions as well. And I will get those results to you in just a little bit. But for now, we move on and get started on 11 and 12. Caden will be first, followed by Xavier. great shot, Xavier Martinez. We are through 3 frames now. 27-29 is the score through 2. Xavier's working on a strike. And Caden's working on a spare. Hey, he gets another one. Xavier doubles, and that is big. Doubles are not easy to come by. And Xavier quick double in the 3rd and 4th frames over to Caden. Hey, he gets one too. Doesn't matter how, just matters how many. And moving into the 5th frame now. Right around that midway point, Xavier with a slight lead over Caden. Caden with a chance to throw up a double of his own, and if he can, will get the lead back in this match. That was a really good shot. One of his best ones. Hits the pocket a little bit high and leaves a 4-pin. Looks like we have another roll-off that includes Kennedy Spears yet again. So it was a roll-off in our U16 girls division just to make the finals here. It was between Abigail Lawson and Kennedy Spears. In that match, Kennedy was able to make the top 4 stepladder and beat Abigail in a 9th and 10th frame roll-off. Now we have Nicole Butler versus Kennedy Spears. They're down on 3 and 4, and they are currently in the middle of a 9th and 10th frame roll-off. So back-to-back for Kennedy Spears. And it is tied. They both spared in the 9th frame. Meanwhile, Xavier muscles down another strike and make it 3 in a row with momentum as he takes us into the back half of this U12 division final match. Winner will be crowned champion. Hey, how about another one? 4 in a row. Wow. That one a little less assuring than the strike on lane 12 as Martinez gets the 410 to slide on over and make it 4 strikes in a row. Well done on the spare. Good conversion. Make that 5 consecutive spares. Clean frames, excuse me. 5 consecutive clean frames for both Caden and Xavier. They are putting on a clinic right now. Not easy oil pattern, not easy lane play right now, but they are doing very well. And let's see if we can keep it going. That looks like a good shot. Oh, 4 pins again. So back-to-back 4 pins on lane 11 for Caden. Really good shot, well executed, hits the pocket. That's what you're looking for, but an unfortunate result. Let's see if he can make this one. So open frame from Caden and Xavier Martinez ready to go. Wasting no time. two-handed righty, U12 division. Floats it out there, comes back, and spins the 3-pin off the deck. Wow, that was impressive. That was a money strike, no doubter. Picture perfect. Make it 5 consecutive strikes. Eighth frame, little right. Oh, just stays on the lane, and that'll be a 7 count. Little wide with it. So Martinez has the 1, 2, 8 left. After a strong run of 5 strikes in a row, switches to the spare ball, hooks past it. So 168 in the 8th frame now. All right, we got Max and Mike tuning in, cheering for Louis. So Louis, you'll get to see the bottom left of our screen. He'll be on 7 and 8. I'll keep you guys updated on how Louis does. Madison cheering for Abs. I'm guessing that's Abigail. So on 9 and 10, we are clearing the scores. That was practice, and we will clear the scores to get competition started. It's the number 1 seed, Peyton, versus the number 3 seed, who just won her match against Leia Basevic, Abigail Kowalski. The 1 seed versus 3 seed for the finals. The winner of this match will be crowned today's U14 Girls Division champion. And another one, Martinez, locked in on lane 12. Another strike. And it is victory lap time for Xavier Martinez, back-to-back EYT champion, winner of the January 2026 edition of the Elite Youth Tour, going back-to-back today at the Midwest Dock Solutions Open Elite Youth Tour in style. Another strike. And this is a big game. One of the biggest games I've seen today. 226 was the previous high that I saw earlier today. And Xavier a chance to get into the 220s if he strikes here, and a very impressive performance. All right, Xavier, let's see it. Looks all right, hooking a little bit early, comes across, and it's a 6-pin. Awesome bowling, Xavier Martinez. Just so impressive. Great bowling. 217 in the final match. Back-to-back, as I mentioned. Comes back, gives a nod, giving high fives. Impressive bowler. U12 division. Already knows what he's doing. Has lane strategy. Great physical game for his age. High potential for Mr. Xavier Martinez. And to Caden Regan. Great showing. Second place. Nothing to be upset about, nothing to be ashamed of. Awesome bowling all day to Caden. Winning a very tight match against Henderson and coming away second place. U12 Boys Division. Latanya asking if there was a winner for the U14 boys yet. Not yet. So U14 boys division, a little recap for you. They're just off to the left on 5 and 6, where it is Eason Taylor defeating Tristan Wilms. And Eason Taylor will bowl against now Alexander Eby. The winner of Eby versus Taylor will go on against the number 1 seed, Nehemiah Kiefer. Melissa Saul is tuning in, cheering for Alyssa and Jessica. Yep, so it was Landon Henderson in third place, Caden in second, and Xavier in first for our U12 division. Alexander Eby versus Eason Taylor. As I mentioned, Kowalski versus Peyton. 9 and 10 here. Winner of this match will be champions, and it looks, that was a great effort. Just missed it. Good effort, though. Latanya, thanks for chiming in. Caleb's fingers are almost healed up, and you'll be back as soon as we can. Can't wait. We look forward to when you can return. Glad that Caleb's doing well and healing up. So we definitely look forward to when he can come back. He's always a great addition to the field for many reasons. Extremely talented bowler, Caleb Boykin, and also just a lot of fun to watch. Good personality, great young bowler, two-handed lefty. Just a joy to watch. So we can't wait to see you guys again and have you back. Thanks for tuning in. I'll pull up our U16 boys division, where we have Aiden Fincher moving on, along with Patrick Berlin. So those two move on. Coming in is Rush Cahote and Lucas Herrada. They're on 13 and 14. The top 2 scores will advance. Meanwhile, our U23 division, it's Donovan Lake versus Ethan Cho. That's the semifinals. And U16 girls division, Jessica Pivas is the number 2 seed. She's bowling right now over on 3 and 4. Keep you guys updated how Jessica's doing. And Jessica is bowling Kennedy Spears. Kennedy's made it through 2 2 rounds of ties with a 9th and 10th frame roll-off. After 2 strikes in a row and a 7 spare, Kowalski now has a split in front of her. That's a tough one to make, so just look for a 2 count here. Get the count on the split. And it comes away with 1. Peyton back-to-back spares. And through 4 frames now, roughly 8 or so pin lead for Abigail Kowalski. The last division I didn't mention yet, U18 boys. The 1 and 2 seed Anthony Swanson, Zach Grothus are still on bye. Enter in Dylan Balloon and Louie, the 3 and 4 seeds. So Dylan and Louie are bowling against Matthew Roman, and Tyler Paulus. So Noah Waters and Isaiah Reyes were eliminated. And that covers all of our divisions. A lot of stuff going on. We've crowned Xavier Martinez and Sarah Dowdy as champions and have a few more matches to go. Let me know if there's anyone in particular you're curious about or need updates on. 1 game total pin match across the board. Well done. Abigail Kowalski is in the driver's seat. Strikes in the 5th frame on lane 10. And I gotta say, she has a really good look right now. She's using a stronger, smoother bowling ball. And it is kind of staying around the track, so that'll be around that 10 board, second arrow. And Kowalski just letting the ball do the work. Nothing extra going on. She's very much in control. Releasing it with a soft release coming off her hand. And that ball is doing the work, staying nice and controlled. Good form. And look at that. Just gliding through the pins and doubles. Big double from Kowalski. Great shots. Well executed. Now Peyton will look to bounce back on her own and match the double from Kowalski. Nice spare from Peyton. So Peyton with another 9 count, and this time it's the 6 pin. Over on the U23 division side, Donovan Lake coming out the gates strong with 4 strikes in a row, spare, double. So going essentially 270 pace. If he were to throw a couple more strikes, commanding lead. That's Donovan Lake in the U23 division semifinals. Kennedy Spears and Jessica are through 4 frames, and Kennedy has a 20-pin lead, but Jessica did just throw a strike, and Kennedy is working on a spare. So a little bit of a lead for Kennedy, but Jessica is close in her tracks. Still a lot of frames remaining. In front of us, Abigail Kowalski labels the spare. Off her hand, she knew it. Abigail is really prepared for this match, both mentally and physically. You can tell when some bowlers get into match play, they just turn it up to another level and they start clicking. And I can see it with Abigail right now. She's got some mojo. She's got confidence in both her own abilities as well as the line that she's throwing. 8th frame for Abigail. A little bit right of target. Oh, just enough to come back and only leave the 2-pin. That's a nice result. Louis stepping up on lane 8. So you guys can keep an eye on the bottom left corner. Here's Louis working on a strike, 5th frame. And leaves the 1, 2, 4. So tight scores there. It's a 4-person match. Matthew Roman with an early lead. Louis is right in the middle of the pack right now with Tyler Paulus and Dylan. Still a lot of frames remaining, so nothing finalized with Louis' match. Over on 13 and 14, Lucas Harada is stepping up. Lucas needs a little bit of help. He is in the 4th position right now. We're taking the top 2. Patrick Berlin also needs a little bit of help. He is looking, well, he's actually really close here. Patrick Berlin and Aiden Fincher are battling it out for that 2nd position. And it's Rush that's extended his lead with a turkey. So as it stands right now, it looks like Rush will be okay. Aiden and Patrick are battling it out. Lucas is not out of it yet, though. We're back over here on 9 and 10 as we close out 9th and 10th frame. Important shots for both bowlers. Here is Peyton. And that is a washout. Didn't quite come back enough. Important to make this one now. We'll have to get that ball over to the left side of the head pin and hope that the head pin takes out the 10. Good effort. She got it over to the left, but not quite enough. An open frame. So if there were a strikeout, 163 is Peyton's best, which means a spare from Kowalski will crown her today's champion in the U14 girls division. Not over yet. All right, Abigail still has a way to victory. 163 again is Peyton's max. So 6 pins will be enough for Abigail Kowalski to win this match. That looks pretty good. Oh, great. Hey, great shot. That's enough. That is enough for Abigail Kowalski to officially be today's U14 Girls Division champion and climbing from the 3 seed up to the 2, beating the 2 seed, and now taking care of business in the final match. Abigail Kowalski, congratulations on your win today at the February 2026 EYT Midwest Dock Solutions Open. And a spare for good measure. Well bowled game from Kowalski. 4 strikes, two of them being doubles. Combining those 4 strikes into doubles was important. And a great showing from Peyton, leading the division today as the number 1 seed, qualifying first. So great showing, congratulations. Well done to Peyton. Nothing to be upset about as well. Very difficult and awesome bowling overall from Peyton. So we'll see the 10th frame from Peyton on lane 10, and I'll tie in the rest of the action as we're getting close to the end. Alexander Eby falls short to Eason Taylor. And it will be Eason Taylor versus Nehemiah Kiefer for the U14 boys title. Still working down there is Jessica and Kennedy. They are in the 7th frame, and Kennedy has about 20 to 30 pin lead. Jessica working on a spare. Hey, good spare from Peyton. And then U23 division, Donovan Lake moves on and will face Nathan Noskow in the finals. U23 division. And narrowly, holy cow, by 1 single pin in our U16 boys division. It is Patrick Berlin moving on with Rush Kahut. Rush goes 176. Patrick Berlin fires 168. And narrowly missing it by just a single pin is Aiden Fincher with 167. Shout out to Aiden Fincher making his first EYT cut today. And also advancing past the first round, he struck out in the 9th and 10th frame. And with that strikeout, he was able to move on to this next round. But just 1 pin short will end his day today. We bring in JT Grothus on 13 and 14. So 177 for Abigail Kowalski, Peyton 152. And just in a moment, we will bring in additional bowlers onto our live stream pair. So we've crowned 3 champions so far. Xavier Martinez, Abigail Kowalski, Sarah Dowdy. Still 4 divisions to be determined.
I just experimented with some stuff. I moved in, tried a different zone. It looks phenomenal. So I have, so I actually have to look from in with the Equinox. I'm getting it to start up and fail. So that's my alternate look. If the gutter goes away, I'm jumping right to that. I'm gonna have to win today.
So it's practice between Eason Taylor and Nehemiah Kiefer on 9 and 10. In just a few more practice shots, we'll start it up. Jessica versus Kennedy. 152 for Kennedy in the 8th frame. Looks like 115 for Jessica. Kennedy all spares and 1 strike this game. Jessica looks like 2-3 opens now. So Jessica in her 10th frame. Looking to spare in the 10th frame. And it is official, Kennedy will be moving on, defeating Jessica. And the winner will bowl Grace Zika. So Kennedy versus Grace in the finals. And congratulations to Jessica on a very solid 3rd place finish. Over to Tyler Paulus, Louis, Matthew, and Dylan. Louis, if he strikes out 167, and that will not be enough for him to move on, so he will fall just short in this Eliminator style format. Tyler Paulus 174. Matthew Roman 181. So Matthew Roman is locked in. He will move on. Louis is eliminated. Dylan has a chance. Fill of 19 will get him there, and that's a huge 9 count. A spare strike will move on by a pin over Tyler Paulus. Spare 9 is a tie. Anything less than that, Tyler moves on. So Dylan's typing up. It's a 2-pin, bottom left of your screen. With a spare, he has a chance to move on. And he covers it. Almost hooked past it. Strike, he moves on. Mr. Dylan, 9. It's a tie. 8, and Dylan would fall short. Let's see what he's got. Dylan 1 strike this game. And 6 9 counts this game. 1 open frame. And here's the delivery. Pulls it left of target and actually misses the head pin. 7 count, 172. So it's Tyler Paulus moving on with Matthew Roman, and Dylan falls just 2 pins short. Louis 156 in his final game. So still awesome bowling to those guys. And we're off and running. JT Grothus joins just to the right of us with Ryan Richter bowling against Rush Cahote and Patrick Berlin. Patrick Berlin, two-handed lefty, the number 8 seed, taking care of business and moving on into this 3rd round. Rush, number 3 seed, JT, the 2 seed, and Ryan, the number 1 seed, bowling in this match. Over to the left of us, we'll have the U18 boys division. Anthony Swanson coming in with Zach Grothus, as mentioned. Matthew Roman and Tyler Paulus moving on. So it is the 1 and 2 seed coming in, and the 7 and 8 seed, Matthew 7 seed, Tyler 8 seed, will go up against Anthony Swanson and Zach Grothus. 7 and 8. So the bottom left of your screen will be that match. Couple of practice balls, but to the right of us, we are off and running. U16 boys. So the finals between Eason Taylor and Nehemiah Kiefer is underway. 9 and 10. Eason Taylor leads us off. PBA style format. Eason starts first on the left lane, followed by 2 frames from Nehemiah Kiefer. And a perfect start for Eason. Can't ask for anything better than that. First frame, strike. And we have Nehemiah, Zach Grothus, and Kennedy Spears, all 3 supporting H5G brands, Chicago White Sox, and Elite Youth Tour collaboration. The EYT and Chicago White Sox have a baseball game every year that we go to, and jerseys are also available for that collaboration. So this year it's a red and black theme. All right, good spare from Kiefer. Practice shots going on 11 and 12 as well. Donovan Lake versus Nathan Noskell, and Donovan's off to an early lead by about 11 or so. They have finished 3 frames so far. Oh, good shot. Easton Taylor, interesting ball reaction. Throwing the IQ Tour 78 urethane ball. Getting that ball to roll very early. Basically get to the break point, start to hook, but then the urethane comes into play and it goes forward towards the pins instead of slicing left past the pins. Comes away with a double. Make it 3 for Easton Taylor. Man, that's a good look. It's almost similar, guys, to a urethane gutter reaction, except the gutter is just moved 10 boards left, right? So usually we see urethane being thrown around first arrow, that 5-board area, and you get a little bit of bounce. Right before it tips towards the gutter, you get a little bit of hook on it and heads towards the head pin. This time, both Nehemiah and Eason have moved that pretend gutter about 10 boards left. So now they're playing somewhere around 15, 16, or 17, so around third arrow with the same urethane ball, and that pretend gutter called the 10 board, second arrow. Here's a good look at Nehemiah. Crunches a double, so here we go, folks. 6 frames completed, 5 strikes. Oh, 5-7. Don't mess with Nehemiah Kiefer. Just enough power to make it 3 strikes in a row. Haymakers going back and forth. Lots of good bowling going on. Difficult pattern, as I talked about earlier. This is the Midwest Dock Solutions Open, the Elite Youth Tour here in Romeoville, Illinois at Lucky Strike. I'm Riley Smith, courtesy of Bullstream TV. This is the Elite Stream as Easton Taylor connects on 4 in a row off his hand. You can tell if that is going to be a good shot or not, and that was perfect. Thanks to all of our supporters, Storm Products, Dexter Bowling, H5G Brands, Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, Bullstream TV, Fast Track Physio, Bowl Dry Enterprises, Gail Voschel, as well as all of our EYT family, friends, and fans. Without all of you, this is not possible. Off and running. Zika versus Spears. Both with a strike to start this match. And it seems like these bowlers have basically found two ways to play this pattern. Option number one tends to favor the guys as they have higher rev rates. And that option is urethane, as I mentioned, just around third arrow for the righties. And getting it no further right than 10 at the break point. Option two, which we see on the girls' side, is maybe similar to that line or slightly a little bit right of that. So floating around third arrow, maybe just a little bit right, but electing to use a reactive bowling ball rather than urethane. That seems to be what is clicking for our bowlers as we head towards the finals. So the strike string ends for both Nehemiah and Eason with 9 spares. And in the fourth frame, it's a 10-pin advantage for Taylor. The green scores is just because we had to reset the numbers on the scoreboard. Nothing to be alarmed of. And back on track goes Kiefer. Nehemiah Kiefer is in 7th grade. 1 sanctioned 300 with about 9 total. Just 1 sanctioned. Second place, Junior Gold 2025 for Nehemiah Kiefer. Multiple time EYT champion now. Just in 7th grade. Eason Taylor, only 1 grade ahead of him in 8th. Morgan Park Academy Center, and making it 5 strikes in 6 frames. Eason Taylor shot 300 at Junior Gold, so he's no stranger to throwing strikes in big moments. In addition to all the accomplishments for Eason Taylor, his favorite bowler is EJ Tackett. Looking to follow his footsteps with some victories. And being EJ his favorite bowler, definitely has witnessed what it's like to win and what you need to do in order to win. On the other side, Nehemiah, his favorite bowler is Jason Belmonte. How about that rivalry between EJ and Belmo? Great spare. Switching to a flatter release. Going direct and straight at that 7-pin. Grace getting away with the Brooklyn. And Kiefer getting away with a trip 4-pin. take a moment to give a shout out to our staff. Of course, Deandra, my wife Megan, Stephen, Jawan, Corbin, Nora, Aretha, Roxanne, Emil, everyone involved with the EYT. Shout out to all of our staff. So now it's a 10 pin for Nehemiah Kiefer. And just getting set up here, we've got Aiden coming in.
Hello.
Aiden, how you doing, man?
Sad, more disappointed than ever, I guess.
Yeah, I saw it. I was explaining to the viewers here a very tight, unfortunate loss for you just by 1 pin.
Yeah.
That's all right, though, man. You bowled so good. You made your first cut, right? That was your first time in match play?
Yeah, and I made the second match play, so.
Yeah, the second round. In the first round, you struck 4 times in a row to secure your spot. What did that feel like?
Yes, it felt great to move on to the next round. And I knew if I struck out, I would have made it, especially 2 strikes. So to have that third one really made me feel good about myself and more confident about the next round.
Nice. I saw the emotion come out. It means a lot to you. What's it feel like bowling in a match play like that?
Nervous, very. I was nervous all the way through, and I felt like I was gonna win, but it happens. You win, lose, especially in match play. But one thing I did do is try to calm myself down, especially through the nervous times, and it all worked out, I guess. So hopefully I can get it next week.
Yeah, and that's the big thing that you take away, right, is the experience now.
Yeah.
You've done it once. You've won a match. Now you know you can do it. And now that experience next time you're in that position will only help you.
Right. Now I know I can fully be able to hold an actual title. Hopefully.
Yeah, it's within reach.
Yes.
Awesome.
Very much.
Awesome. Well, I'm proud of you. EYT is proud of you. You had a great showing and made match play. So we got some awesome bowling going on in front of us. Easton Taylor versus Nehemiah Kiefer. This is an insane match. A whole bunch of strikes. And now we got a couple of 9 spares coming into play. It seems like, hey, it's getting down to the wire.
Oh,
I think these guys are feeling some pressure too.
These two have been tied up the whole game, and I know these two personally. They're great people, especially with the divisions. Easton, of course, learned a lot from his dad. Nehemiah learned a lot from his grandmother and Easton's dad, actually. So they're very, very good teammates, especially since they won the doubles, right?
Yeah, the EYT doubles.
And to watch them go up against each other another time, I believe the 4th time for my seeing, it's very competitive.
So the situation here, 187 in the 8th for Easton. And if Nehemiah were to go 9 spare, he would also have 187 in that 8th frame. So if Nehemiah were to strike here, he has a chance to ultimately win this match with the ball in hand.
Definitely, definitely. But you never know what can happen always in the 10th frame.
That's right. Here we go. That looks pretty good. Oh! Gets the 10 to fall late. That's power, man. That is a strong ball roll. Gets the 10 to slide across, carries it, and just like that, tides have turned. 188 in the 8th, a 1-pin lead, but he's working on a strike.
Now, it's either Easton's turn to figure out what he has to get in order to beat Nehemiah if Nehemiah does not strike out. If Nehemiah strikes out, that's game.
It's over. First ball in the 10th frame. Very important.
Very steady. And that's one. Perfect.
You can't ask for much better than that when the pressure's on.
Definitely not.
And he's been in this position many times.
Indeed. So is Issa. I just realized stream pins are very hard.
Yeah, that was a big topic of discussion here on the live stream, talking about string pins. It's the EYT's first time bowling on string pins. We haven't had any other tournaments like this.
Wow.
It's unique. You have to hit the pocket a lot heavier, I think.
Definitely.
Oh,
Ooh,
just
my
beautiful. And that locks it up.
Yeah, 2 strikes lost it. With
That locks it up. He already has 238. The best Eason can do is 237. And in a high-scoring match, back and forth, Nehemiah comes through 9th and 10th frame to secure his victory in the U14 boys division. And Eason will come away with a very solid second-place finish. It seemed to me like Eason didn't even think he was making the cut. And then he got his name called, and he was very excited about it. So he took advantage of it. A great day for Eason coming away with second place.
10-pin.
Congratulations to Nehemiah, another EYT title, and to Eason, another quality tournament, second place. U14 boys.
I talked to them right before match play. Even Nehemiah said whoever wins, him and or Easton, he would be happy for either or. These two have been friends probably since the beginning. And it's good to see brothers, especially these two, bowl against each other with perfect accuracy. There's Easton with a strike, first in the 10th frame.
I wish we could have one more game. This is
I wish.
impressive to watch. On a pattern that's not easy, they are doing a very good job making it look a little bit easier.
Yeah, this pattern had me difficult, for sure. Especially at the start, but once I got a hang of it, it helped.
All right, so on 11 and 12, we have the finals midway through. We are in the 6th frame with Kennedy Spears, who we were talking about earlier. Kennedy has gone through a couple of really close matches. She had the roll-off just to make match play, and then she had a roll-off in the first round of match play. Here we are in the finals, Kennedy versus Grace.
Oh, close split pickup.
So a slight lead for Grace after 6, moving into the 7th frame. Oh, for fun, let's go back up. Nope,
Well,
not quite.
Almost worked.
Oh, we just had a match on the right of us complete. We'll take a look
That's
at both
lane
of those.
13, 14.
You win? All right, Donovan Lake wins. Looks like about 214, 149. Coming out victorious. Congratulations, Donovan Lake, U23 division champion. And the championship pair got ugly. You still managed to get 214 out of it. And then just to the right of us, we had U16 boys. So that would be I missed the qualifiers there.
That would be JT, Ryan, Patrick, and I believe
Rush.
Rush. Yes.
So with a score of 200 and a score of 180, it looks like JT and Ryan will be moving on. And that is our number 1 and number 2 seed. So they're taking care of business, and they will be bowling for their divisions, U16 Boys Championship, in just a few moments. To the left of us, U18 not quite completed yet through 7 frames so far, so we will keep an eye on that one. But we turn our focus now fully to 11 and 12, where it's Grace versus Kennedy.
(10-6) spare for Grace. Easy pickup. What just happened over there? A lucky
break.
That's what happens with string pins.
We've seen a lot of interesting, lucky results with string
Definitely.
pins.
Oh,
Coming across the head pin there.
Oof. Saw that one. Go Brooklyn. That's okay. Spare it up. You'll be fine. That's a 5-pin pickup on 7 and 8. And that's a spare.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a spare that could easily be chopped.
Chop spares. I chopped one earlier. That made me mad.
That's difficult, man. Spares are, especially on days like this, you want to be on your A game with your spares.
Definitely.
But they can be difficult.
Definitely. Chop spares hurt. String pins or not.
Kennedy with a chance to double here. That would be huge in this match. 124 in the 7th for Grace, working on a spare. Kennedy can get 124 in the 7th, but she needs a strike right here. Otherwise, she'll be down by about 10 pins.
The 2 single pin, well, not double, double pin spares might have hurt Grace here. Kennedy.
A little bit light.
Little miss to the right, I saw. It could still be anybody's game.
Yes, a couple of frames remaining. This is not over yet.
It's over when it's over.
And I believe we'll bring in the U18 and U16 boys onto our live stream pair. So we're waiting on Tyler Swanson, Zach Rothus, and Matthew Roman to finish up their match. And then we'll have one more game in front of us.
Oh, Tyler with a nice strike on 8.
Getting into it a little bit too with the emotion. High stakes bowling right now.
Oh, definitely. Emotion is key, especially when bowling. You can't let anything get to your head. No anger involved. Whatever you get is what you get.
It's well said. Riley Smith here with Aiden Fincher. And we are live at the Elite Youth Tour Midwest Dock Solutions, February 2026 edition, Romeoville, Illinois at Lucky Strike. Kennedy Spears trailing by 10 pins. Very close match. Anything can happen. 9th frame. Can Kennedy set herself up in the 10th?
Ooh, solid 10 pin. Hate to see those.
That was a really good shot. One of her best of the day and of the game for sure. Difficult wrap 10, but the best thing you can do here now is calm yourself, go through your pre-shot routine, and make the spare.
Indeed. Spares are very, very important in string pins. If she doesn't pick this up, this might be game for her. And it also depends what Gracie bowls in the 9th frame.
A lot rides on this spare from Kennedy Spears.
Perfectly straight to me. Ooh, slight miss to the left.
And that was a plastic ball. I thought that was going to back up a little bit into the 10, but narrowly missed it. So Grace Zika has a chance here. Ball in hand. She'll be bowling the 9th and 10th frame with our PBA-style match play. She has a chance here to close this out.
Deep bet from Grace. Looks perfect to me.
Oh,
yes.
What a time to throw a shot like that.
If Grace bowls a double in this 10th frame, that most likely will be game over.
The best Kennedy can do with a turkey in the 10th would be 172. And Grace with 144 in the 8th, if she were to go spare strike, for example, that would get her to 184.
Oof, either way.
So anything clean here with a strike or a spare, and Zika will be our champion. How's it look?
And that's a strike.
Gets the mixer. Mixers are not often on string pins, but that was the result for Zika, and that is enough. That puts her into the winner's circle here at the Midwest Dock Solutions Open, and that is Grace Zika in the U16 girls division, leading qualifying as the #1 seed. Patiently awaits her turn to bowl and defeats Kennedy Spears in the U16 girls division. One
Another
more for good
solid
measure.
strike.
That's a really good shot. Into the 200s goes Grace. So congratulations to Grace. Victorious here at the EYT Midwest Dock Solutions Open. Congratulations, Kennedy Spears. Awesome tournament for her.
Definitely.
Like we talked about, a lot of nerve-wracking matches for Kennedy, narrowly beating Abigail for the final 4th position. Then also in another roll-off, winning her first match. Again, winning against Jessica and just falling short here against Grace.
Another strike from Grace. Congratulations to everybody, especially who competed in EYC. Even though I didn't make it, well, I did make it, but lost in the second round. It's okay. It's as far as I've gotten, and I hope to go farther. And especially for all these people who's bowling right now.
Well
Now
said.
that they know they can go to match play, they know they can get farther, especially in the future. And
Well
I
said.
hope to be one of them.
I hope you do too. I'm cheering for you.
Thank you.
I'm pulling for you.
Oh, backup ball, I'm guessing.
So we are in the 10th frame over on 7 and 8, U18 boys division. At this point, Zach Grothus will be eliminated with 164. And it is coming down to Matthew Roman, Anthony Swanson, and Tyler Paulus. Tyler Paulus
On a
is
turkey right
in
now.
with the way the scores are right now. Tyler into the 200s now. So Tyler will advance, and it is to be determined between Swanson and Roman.
Roman with a 198. So Swanson, since he has a 175 in the 9th frame with a spare, he could potentially beat Roman.
A lot rides on this shot now. Bottom left of our screen here, lane 7, you'll see Anthony coming through in just a second. There's his bowling ball, pink and blackish blue color. That's a
That's a
flat
strike.
10 pin.
Oh, flat 10 pin. Wow.
Yep, 10 pin for Swanson. And it is now required. Swanson needs to make this 10 pin.
It looks like Tyler Palms has made it there with his 200. So Tyler Palms automatically goes into the finals. Well, I don't even know for the finals.
Yeah, next round will be the finals. So
Okay.
into the 220s or so for Paulus. Swanson must make this 10 pin.
10 pin is made.
Great spare. Not over yet. He needs
That's 194. So he needs
four to tie, 5 to advance.
It seems pretty easy.
We've seen crazier things, haven't we?
Oh, definitely. Tyler Palms with a 222.
Great game. Clean game as well.
Definitely. For the moment of truth. Anthony with the shot.
Yep,
That's a strike. Anthony
perfect.
goes on to the finals, beating Roman with a 203 in play.
Wow, that's 3 clean games for our viewers. We can't see the score sheet right now, but Tyler Paulus, Matthew Roman, and Anthony Swanson, clean games. All strikes and spares across the board. Very impressive. A tight race to the end. We see Tyler Paulus and Anthony Swanson coming on to lane 9 and 10. We'll see JT Grothus and Ryan Richter on 11 and 12, and setting ourselves up for an exciting final match in the U16 and U18 boys divisions. If you guys are still with us, thanks for sticking around. Let us know if you're cheering for Tyler Paulus or Anthony Swanson or Ryan Richter or JT Grothus, or just looking for a good match. Let us know if you're cheering for anyone in particular. Go ahead and check in with us on a comment. And also, if you haven't yet, please share this live stream so we can get as many viewers to watch some very good competitive youth bowling here on the Elite Youth Tour.
From me, from the 6 games that we've originally bowled, I've been with Ryan, and he's been bowling good all day, straight 200s, except for the last game. And I haven't seen JT bowl this whole time. I don't know what lane he was on, but I know Ryan, he's definitely in the zone. He's been in the zone since the first game when I was with him. So for me, I hope, and I'm cheering for Ryan. And JT, I believe this is a practice shot.
Yeah, these are 2 shots on each lane.
Our Youth 16 and Youth 18, both finals, 9, 10, 11, and 12. This can be very much stress creating and very much stress relieving.
Yes. So we'll let them finish up their practice shots before we get started.
JT and Ryan are both using urethane purple hammers. I didn't bring mine because I thought, I don't know, that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Or I guess I don't know how to use a purple hammer, right? But these two use it perfectly, especially Ryan Richard. Seems like purple hammer is the way to go for most of these tournaments.
Yeah, Ryan, just from these practice deliveries, Ryan is lined up and JT is not lined up. We will see how that unfolds during the match as they cycle the pins and get ready for competition.
So we're going to see if this is the good pair or we just act good.
Oh, that was a weird pin movement on the 10th lane.
All right, we will take the scores out, reset, and start them up for our final matches today. It is Anthony Swanson versus Tyler Paulus on 9 and 10. And then JT Grothus versus Ryan Richter on 11 and 12. Sit back and enjoy, folks. Let us know if you're cheering for anybody, but this should be some exciting bowling to conclude today. Following this match, we will do our normal awards presentation, and we'll see Aiden up there, I believe. If you've gotten a scholarship, they'll call you up there, and you can receive the scholarship. So,
Yeah.
as long as that is the case, you'll be up there, and you can get a picture with the backdrop and everything.
If not, then I'll still be back here.
Two buddies here, Anthony Swanson, Tyler Paulus, have been friends for a long time. Going up against each other. Familiar territory. Not unusual to see these guys in match play.
The sign of respect by shaking each other's hands. That is very big, especially in sports.
And off and running we go. JT Grothus to start us off. Left lane always begins. And we'll bowl one frame.
What a
Powerful strike. Takes the 10 pin back. Ryan will bowl 2 frames, and then every bowler 2 frames after that.
Oh.
PBA style match.
We love PBA rules here.
We love it.
Right with the ball. Oh,
Oh, late
Takes
fall
out.
on the 7.
that's a 4-pin. A 9 spare isn't always bad. Solid pickup from Ryan.
So you were qualifying with Ryan? You were on the same pair as him?
Indeed,
All
all
right.
6 games. And he is definitely a great bowler. He struck most of the time. All of his 200s.
Wow.
And since he was in my division, I felt targeted. So, of course, I was scared. But it's all ended up well for Ryan and JT. We're also getting started on lane 9 with Anthony Swanson. Ryan with a quick strike, and Anthony with a Brooklyn. Showing off with his showboats. Looking for his cheers. JT lane 12
Wow.
with a double strong strike.
That's interesting because in practice, JT did not have a very good ball reaction. But now here he is stepping up and comes away with a double to start his match. Impressive.
It seems like JT maybe was playing around with the lane to find out where break points were headed, where the lane broke down throughout all the games that's been played, plus match play,
That's a great observation there, Aiden.
especially all the dead zones. That would be smart of JT.
Yeah, he knows where not to go. That leads him where to go.
And very consistent. That was more inside.
Powerful ball, 18.4 miles per hour according to the screen today. Powerful. 3 strikes to start his match.
Here's Tyler with his double. That's what you love to see in bowling.
And a strong double, too. Hit the pocket both times. He is lined up.
Once you hit pocket, you have to be very consistent with string pins. Oof. Seems like Ryan got a little right.
Yep, looks like he's trying to settle in, you know, get his feet underneath him, as this is the title match. A little bit of nerves coming in, so just trying to get comfortable.
Anthony with his own double. It just seems like these two are going back and forth.
All square after 2.
Solid pickup from Ryan.
Yeah, that's a tough pickup. The 1-2-8, that sleeper behind can always make things interesting, but a good cover. Staying clean with a spare. Final match down to the last 6 or 7 frames now.
Ooh, that was beautiful. Not to jinx it, but we could barely see 300s here.
I would love that. I would love nothing more than that. That would be awesome.
3 perfect games, same title match, and then we would have another roll-off between Tyler and Anthony.
I would love that.
And
That
if
would
we,
be
if we get a 300 roll off, that would be
incredible.
crazy. Tyler Paulus, smooth off the hand, and that's black 10 pin.
So a good shot. Now just looking to make the spare.
10 pin is picked up. On lane 12, we have JT Grothus on the run.
Oh,
And, whoa.
mixer. Gets away with one on the lucky side.
I realize I still have my bowling shoes on. Yikes.
Do you want to start to get packed up at all?
I'm already packed. It's
You're good?
all
All right.
Yeah. All I have to do is just change my shoes. Tyler back in the game. Another strike in hand in the 4th frame. JT, that's would have been 5, but at the 7 pin, stayed up strong and high.
Not sure how that 7 pin managed to continue standing through all that power and pin action.
String pins, that's how. Ooh.
A little bit high. Missed a little bit left on that shot. Leaves the 4 pin.
JT's solid 7 pin pickup. Solid solid 4 pin pickup. Ryan, there he is.
Back on track.
Beautiful strike from Ryan on lane 12.
Halfway through, 5 frames. Ryan trailing, not over yet. Still a lot of frames to be bowled.
Oh, what a fall.
Got the 7 pin to barely tip over. And
Yeah.
back on track. Swanson strikes in the 5th.
Anthony and Tyler almost neck and neck. There he is. Clean double.
Gets the 5 pin to slide across the deck. That's power right there.
Oh, another clean strike from Tyler. Here comes JT. Oh, that came up high.
And
4,
a
6,
split.
7.
In this situation, 4, 6, 7, really not makeable. Just have to go after 2 and see if you get lucky with a bounce.
Tyler. Oh, 7 pin did not knock down. And almost a clean pickup from JT. Hit the 7 pin.
So really the first mistake there.
And our first open
Mm-hmm.
of the Youth 16 boys. Nice spare.
Love to see this spare shooting. This is great. Hopefully I didn't jinx anything.
Oh,
But
God.
this is awesome. I love to see this spare shooting going on.
Whoa!
What was
Holy-
that?
Holy pin action.
What pin was that? Something came
I think that was the 5.
something came across.
I
Takes
know
care of business.
something from the right side took out the left, but it worked.
And that is a welcomed break from JT after the open frame.
Anthony Swanson, ooh, came up a little high, Brooklyn.
Yeah, there's a hook spot right there. That was a good read for the viewers if you're able to see that ball. Almost halfway down the lane. Oh, there's a break too. Oh, lost my train of thought. A huge break. That's a momentum swing. That brings Ryan into the lead.
That brings him back into the game with a turkey.
A huge break for Ryan. Quickly, as I was saying, though, there is a big hook spot right in the middle part of the lane, about halfway down, 30 to 35 feet down the lane. And Swanson's ball was a great example of that. If you hit it a little too hard with too many revs on it or miss a little bit left, the ball's going to grab on that spot and then start to hook immediately.
Oh, definitely.
Fortunately, he got away with a Brooklyn, but that's the miss that you want to try to avoid.
Both, same time. Oh, same result.
Same result.
Oh, but Sam pins a 410,
That was
610.
That
What
was-
am I talking about?
insane. It was like the exact same time, exact same leave.
Exact same pin action. Both
Yeah,
took out
yeah.
the 7 pin.
Oh,
Oh,
and a mistake.
That's a chop. That's another mistake for the U16 boys.
Swanson takes care of his.
Clean game on Youth 18. JT.
Oh.
With a wild strike.
That power is just insane with that rev rate and the ball speed. Able to get the 5-7 to trickle down. From behind. That got me flinching over here. I'm jumping like crazy. These are some crazy things going on.
JT's power doesn't even matter if it's string pin or not. The pin action is crazy.
Yes.
And with
yes.
Tyler's backhanded 10-pin hit, anything can really happen.
Some fun stuff going on. We are in the 9th frame for JT.
And a nice strike.
That was
Brings him in with a turkey.
That was a no-doubter, man. That was vicious. Mowed those pins over. Disintegrated.
8th frame for Tyler Palms. And that's a strike.
It's heating up. Can you feel it? Can you feel it heating
indeed,
up?
Indeed.
This is good stuff.
The finals are always exciting.
Time for Ryan. Let's see if he can continue these fireworks. 9th frame for him. Important shot. No break. 4-7.
That might be it for Ryan, it looks like.
Yeah, it's getting away from him quickly here. That turkey from JT was huge. He can shoot 254, JT.
Anthony Swanson with his own strike.
That was money. The big difference there is that Anthony didn't hit up on it. He had a nice, smooth release. It got through that break point and didn't hook early on him. That was the biggest difference. Results in a pocket strike.
Anthony and Tyler are neck and neck. Tenth frame for Ryan on lane 11.
So he can strike out for 215. All but over right now. Still a chance.
Oh,
Yep.
gets 9. Well, that's 8.
So not going to be enough for Ryan. It's JT's victory lap coming up in the 10th frame for him. Ryan will settle in with a second place finish today.
Anthony. Oh, leaves a 7 pair.
All right, so to be determined over here on 9 and 10.
So officially, congratulations to our youth 16 boys. JT for a win.
Impressive game, as we talked about. Tried to figure things out in practice, did not have good ball reaction, and then comes out the gates with 4 strikes in a row, and then 3 strikes most recently in the 7th, 8th, and 9th frame to seal his victory. A strong performance, gutsy performance from JT Grothis. And not to dim the light at all on Ryan Richter here, I want to highlight that he had a great tournament today. He led the entire field, guys. This is not just for his division. He led the entire tournament today.
Oh! Nice. Look at this, 187 and 168. Tyler Paul, 3 strikes ahead.
And quickly getting back to Ryan, I want to say congrats on a second place finish again. He went plus 96 today. That was the highest score that we had across all 96 bowlers. So a great tournament from Ryan. Congratulations on second place today. Nothing to hang your head about. And congrats again to JT coming away with his victory. Now, all eyes on Tyler Paulus. 9 and 10 coming in on the left side of your screen.
First shot of the 10th frame. That's 4.
Impressive. That was a great delivery. All 10 back. And this is exactly where we were with Nehemiah Kiefer and Eason Taylor.
Same lane, too.
Yeah, Eason could get to 237. Swanson could get to 237. But Tyler Paulus has 258 up there, and with that strike, gets him to the 240. So just good count, and he will be today's champion. 9 count, that should do it, folks. 247, yes, that is official. Tyler with that strike in the first of the 10th frame makes it official. And gutsy performance there.
Yes, new Youth 18 champion, Tyler Paulus. And I want to acknowledge back on lane 11 and 12, JT with a 243 and Ryan with a 203.
Wow. This is good. This is what we were hoping for. Some great scores.
Bowling, yes.
Impressive stuff. We'll let Swanson finish us out here on an awesome tournament from Swanson as well, finishing second place.
Swanson with a nice strike.
All right, as we close up here, 2 things for you. What's your final thoughts on today and the EYT as we close up?
I hate string pins, and I did better than I thought I would. Definitely, I made 5th overall for cut, and it was better than my first run.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
Awesome.
Especially as my, I believe, 3rd or 4th time here. It's been good bowling here with you guys. Definitely.
Good. Well, we enjoy having you. You're always a joy to bring along, and congratulations on a good bowling tournament today. This is Aiden Fincher. Let's close out for the fans real quick. Tell them just a little 30-second. Who is Aiden Fincher? Introduce yourself to these guys.
I'm Aiden, and I am a 15-year-old bowler, and I don't do much really. I like wrestling, I bowl, and usually I just sit around playing games. So bowling is my natural. I've been bowling since I was 7 years old.
Awesome.
My average has been going up from the USBC themselves, and since then, from a 93 average to now a 206 average,
nice.
I feel like I've done better than I would have thought I would be doing if you told me this like 3 years ago. And if you even told me 2 years ago that I would be here and I would have bowled my first 300, I would have said you're crazy.
That's
And
good.
to be in like tournaments like EYT, ISST, and everything else, Junior Gold, it's good to finally know what really bowling is all about.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's Aiden Fincher, folks. Awesome bowler, on the up and up. I enjoy watching you. I enjoyed our time in the booth together today. I look forward to seeing you bowling more of these and seeing you continue to develop. So
Thank
keep up
you.
the hard work
You
and
too.
thank you.
Good job compensating too.
Thank you. All right, that was Aiden Fincher alongside me. I'm Riley Smith, and we are getting ready to have our awards ceremony. So in a few moments, we'll have Deandra and others take the stage where we do the award ceremony. So stick with us. We are not done yet. Just a few moments until that begins with the champion trophies and everything along with that. So stick with us. This is the Elite stream, courtesy of Bowl Stream TV. At the Midwest Dock Solutions Open, the February 2026 edition of the Elite Youth Tour, Romeoville, Illinois, Lucky Strike. Thanks to our sponsors, Storm Products, Dexter, H5G Brands, Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, Bullstream TV, Fast Track Physio, Bowl Dry Enterprises, and Gail Volschel. Stick around a few minutes. We're staying live, not going anywhere. And we will do our awards ceremony presentation.
My dorm room is about to be filled up with these trophies. These little tiny trophies.
Exciting finals. We had a couple. We're gonna start with the U12 boys. Second place. Hayden Reagan. Congratulations.
I'm going to get out the software. I actually can't get out the software and modify it until I'm back on my PC, which won't be for about a week. But I'll send you what will hopefully be the final draft no later than Friday night. That is when I will send you. I will say no later than Friday night. That is my goal. Alright, that works, right? Yeah. Alrighty. Yep.
Champion again. How many is this? 3 for 3. What? No one can beat him. Congratulations, Xavier Martinez. Yay! 3 for 3. Congratulations.
Off and running on the awards presentation, and just announced 3 for 3. Xavier Martinez throwing up the X for Xavier, throwing up the X for Strike. 3 EYTs, 3 wins. That is perfect, and he is off to a very strong early career with the Elite Youth Tour. That is awesome.
All right, 14 girls. Congratulations. Peyton Romanis. Romanis? Yeah. You're ready. Congrats. This is your first one. What'd you think? Are you going to come back? Yeah. And a very first-time champion in the U14 girls division. Congratulations, Abigail Kowalski.
Abigail Kowalski, first-time champion, winner today. Congratulations, Abigail.
Champions stick around in a group shot at the end. In U14 boys, congratulations, second place, Eason Taylor.
Second place, Eason Taylor. In an awesome title match that we saw against Nehemiah Kiefer. Oh, 15. 15-time champion. Unbelievable. 15-time champion. Need I say it again? Nehemiah Kiefer on the pursuit of Landon Jordan's all-time record for Elite Youth Tour wins. Off to a fantastic start. Remarkable so far in his early career, 7th grade, Nehemiah Kiefer. Again, victorious today.
All right, U16 girls, congratulations, third place,
Jessica Pivas. Kennedy Spears went through the gauntlet with multiple ties and making her way towards a second place finish today.
And 16 girl two-time, right? Two-time champion, Grace Zika.
Two-time champion now, Grace Zika. Congratulations. Awesome win today. Showed up when it mattered and made some really good shots there in the finals. Finished with a 204 is what it looked like, if I remember right, with a 4-bagger to end. So she won with style. Congratulations, two-time champion, Grace Zika. U16 boys. There's Lucas Harada and Aiden Fincher coming into picture. As we just got done talking with Aiden, that was today's 5th and 6th place finisher in U16 boys division.
All right, U16 boys tying for 3rd and 4th. 3rd and 4th place are Patrick Berlin and Rush Koha. Congratulations.
Ryan Richter, second place, as we saw 2:03 in the finals. Led qualifying today, averaged over almost 220. Nope, almost 215. Plus 96. .216 average for Ryan Richter today. Comes away 2:03, second place, losing to JT Grothus. Six-time champion.
Boys, six-time champion earning $270.
JT Grothus, 243 in the finals. Impressive stuff. Six-time EYT champion. This time U16 boys division.
U18 girls champion. She's on a winning streak. Now the leading scorer, Sarah Doty.
Sarah Doty, winner again on the EYT. Fresh off of her state championship title, comes in U18 girls division today and comes home with the hardware. Congratulations, Sarah Doty.
All right, U18 boys tying for 7th and 8th.
Noah Waters,
Isaiah Reyes.
Isaiah Reyes, 7th and 8th place.
All right, and tying for 5th and 6th place in U18 boys, Louis Lolino and Dylan Follow.
There's Louis and Dylan, 5th and 6th place. Lolino. Louis Lolino. How about that? That's how you say it.
U18 boys and tying for 3rd and 4th place are Zach Rokas, Matthew Bowman.
Zach Grothus and Matthew Roman coming in, 3rd and 4th. Matthew on the right, Zach on the left. Great bowling by those two. Coming up just one round short of the finals. Second place here.
U18 boys, 2nd place, earning $180.
Anthony Swanson, second place. And three-time champion now goes to U18 boys Tyler Paulus. Congratulations, Tyler. Three-time champion. An awesome showing throughout match play. Stepped up big in his finals match and threw 246 in that final match with a clutch strike in the 10th frame that gave him the victory. Our last division will be U23, and then we'll conclude with some extra photos.
Congratulations, Ethan Cho.
Ethan Cho, second place, U23.
Congratulations, Nathan Knoxville.
Excuse me, third place.
Thank you for commentating.
Absolutely. Hey, congrats today.
Thank you.
Yeah, good bowling, man.
This was my highest. What's it? Ranking? Or?
Highest finish?
Yeah, highest finish. So
All
far,
right.
so.
So he's
Next,
proud of that.
next one is to win it, hopefully.
Yes, yes. Well, now that you got that feeling, you got the experience, you can get there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, just can't think about the last ring will happen. You just got to let it go and keep pushing.
Just
push
got to
forward.
keep going. Yep. Short-term memory.
Yeah, this game right here, I mean, it just said it all. Like,
Yeah.
compose, he composed himself, and it was what it was.
Yeah.
Perfect clean game on both sides, B and B.
Clean game. Yeah, all three of you. Clean games.
Yeah.
You're right there, man. That was awesome. Congrats. Congrats, man. It's exciting to see you improve. Actually, we see it for sure. No doubt about it, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always watching it. I just like when like someone like comments on me. I'm like, oh, it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
It's funny because Matt and her son, he's in the Cubs RBI. He used to play there, but he decided to unfortunately hang up the helmet and bat and move on with bowling.
Yeah.
I mean, I told her I'm not going to be mad at you. It's whatever your heart desires. You got the love for the game of bowling. You know what? I'm 100% there to support. I'm not mad at you. I think he's been doing great. Yeah, I mean, ended up in seventh place, just barely made the cut and pulled down round by round. All right, have a good one. Thank you.
Donovan Lake, U23 division champion, and that concludes our award ceremony. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Riley Smith. This has been a production of Bowl Elite Stream, courtesy of Bowl Stream TV. Thanks to all of our supporters with Dexter Bowling, Storm Products, H5G Brands, Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, Bowl Stream TV, and Emil Williams Jr., Fast Track Physio, Bowl Dry Enterprises, and last but not least, Gail Volschel. What you see on the screen now is all of our deserving champions of the Midwest Dock Solutions Open, the February 2026 edition of the Elite Youth Tour. This time, we were in Romeoville, Illinois at Lucky Strike. And with that, I will wish you all a good evening. Thanks for tuning in. It's been an honor, always is a pleasure to bring this awesome field of talented youth bowlers live to you guys. We're back next week, just 7 days from now, March 7th, Arlington Lanes in Arlington Heights, Illinois. Stay tuned. We will be live again for that tournament. Until then, I'm Riley Smith. To all my EYT family, friends, and fans, we thank you. Without you, this wouldn't be possible.